Wine.
Drinking what wine?
Yeah. See my wine. I just got it in my work. And I eating this shrimp and dip and noodle. I finished noodle already and my wine. So
That's good.
yeah,
Wine.
it's really good wine. I got this
I
on my
guess
work.
you're in for a romantic night, drinking wine, red wine. I have tonic water here with Bacardi.
This is my wine right here.
Oh, Cavit,
Come with
like red
actually,
band.
it's big one.
Is that a California wine?
Italy.
California?
No, I said Italy.
No, I said is that wine from California?
No, for Italy. See?
Ecuador?
Italy. Italy.
Oh, Italy.
Yeah.
Oh, Italy. Oh, oh, you're doing well. You're drinking Italian wine. Wow. Wow. I was thinking maybe it's a California wine, but Italian wine. Wow.
You're so rich. Yeah. You know how much that wine cost me? It cost me like maybe $18. At least you were here. Taste some. It's really good.
Yeah, it's too bad you couldn't pour me some of that wine there, that red wine.
I know. And honey had some dip swing with me. I bought this at my work.
Sure. Sure.
And a dipper.
You work today also?
Yep. I just got home eating and I bought some this at my work. And I put some in my wine. Yeah, put this in my
So you work Friday and Saturday, you off Sunday?
No. I work today and I off tomorrow.
You off New Year. New Year they close, I guess.
Everything closed New Year.
The new supermarket over here by me, Wegmans, they were closing Christmas Day.
Here too. Yeah. So I got all this from my work. And today I got it from my work cheap. So I come home, steam it and eat it. Swing, just drink my wine.
So you can celebrate by yourself with red wine.
Yeah. I always do. I always drink red wine. When that bottle gone, I'll go buy a new one.
You said you always do, but you cried to that guy that you'll be alone in Maine and you don't want to be alone, and so you're going to New York. But you're still up in Maine. You're not in New York.
I have to work. I would like something New York party. If I got a little bit New Year, like 3 days in a row, I come in, but
Why don't they just give you a regular job instead of using you? You know, they use you, and then when the year is back to normal, everything is fine. The holidays are over. They're gonna dump you again. You know, like a man who's using you.
See that? This is I buy this for swing. Yep. Cocktail. Making cocktail. And I put some that salt. I have it salt and put a little bit and dip it.
Today I got some hot sauce. I went down to Church Avenue in Brooklyn. I got
it's
some.
So good.
I took some time. Go down there. Bought some fruits and some other stuff. Some dates. You know, dates. California dates.
Yeah.
I Love those.
So yeah, I just sitting here eating swing and I got it from my wall, and I got some ethylene wine to go with that. They say this wine in Italy is really popular. Really popular wine for Italy people. I read it. Expensive in Italy, they say. Well, it's really good wine, honestly. Really tasty. I drink like the 2 cup already. This is my second one.
I think I still got some brandy here from last year. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's from California. California brandy. So you worked 3 days in a row, so that's why you didn't come. Otherwise, you'll be you'll be in New York, I guess.
Yeah.
You know what? I see these people go out there, to wait for the ball to drop.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, wow, people go there since like 10 in the morning. Some I saw were there like, I don't know, maybe from yesterday. But anyway, many of them go there from like 10 in the morning. I remember when I used to go there, I think I was like still in high school, maybe early days of college. Then after that, I stopped going. I used to leave like maybe around 10 o'clock at night, take the train, go to Times Square.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like it is now. Now you have all the police and, they check people, they check with metal detector to see what you bring in. Back then it was different, I leave 10 o'clock. I'm in Times Square. I think like within half hour or less on the train, I'm in Times Square. I walk around. You have people, but you didn't have the kind of people like you have now. You have police, but you didn't have all these police. And you sure didn't have all this, checking, with metal detector and all this stuff like that. So let me tell you, growing up in America, I live in one of the better times, that I could say. Now we live in more like in a police state, with a lot of security, a lot of crazy stuff. People who want to set off bombs and all kinds of stuff like that. By then, I'm sure by then people knew how to make bombs too, but nobody was thinking about making bombs to set bombs off in Times Square. But now I guess that's all the thing goes. So, like me, I would never go back to Times Square. Never. I mean, I would never go to see a ball drop. Yeah, I was there like a few days ago. But like to see a ball drop, no. One experience is good, and I've seen a number of them in my past. So that's it for me. I wouldn't go there to see that again. Yep. To me, you have to be like really young, where you could stand there. One girl, they asked, well, how are you going to use the bathroom? And she said, there's a Starbucks there. And also she got diapers. Imagine that.
Yeah.
Young girl, she must be like in her early 20s. And she's talking about wearing diapers. Diapers to stand out there in Times Square to see the ball drop. At least tonight is not that bad. Some nights it's raining and it's cold and it's freezing. Tonight is not that bad at all. Tonight is like I think mid 40 something Fahrenheit, which is not bad.
Tonight is the party night though. Tonight is the party night. It's New Year.
Yeah, tonight.
Everything people partying, drinking is tonight. Tomorrow, everything's closed.
Yeah. Later on, I'll turn the TV on to look. But you know, those days are gone.
Yeah.
Those days, the days when I used to go there, like leave 10 o'clock, leave home around 10 o'clock, go to Times Square, get off the train. But those days too had a lot of crime. Those were the days when New York was known for crime and graffiti. So,
Yeah.
in a way, when you have like a lot of crime, less people want to come out at night, at least at those hours, to see a ball drop. So, you know, so crime was a disincentive to go out there in Times Square. But I guess I survive all that. Maybe I have a halo over my head that protects me from all the stuff that goes on here in New York. All the crime, all the mugging, none of that stuff ever happened to me. I survived all that. I survived the worst days, like in the 1990s, with all the crime spree, the killings, and all that stuff. All that stuff I survived. Yeah. None of that ever happened to me.
Good John Wayne.
One girl walking some park a few weeks ago in Manhattan. She got killed. Some young thugs tried to rob her or something like that. One of them is like 13 years old. Another one, I think, 14. They took a knife out, stabbed her to death. Imagine that. She's only 18, college student. You know, to
How
me,
long?
that is so wrong. I mean, if you're 13 years old, what the hell can you really want? At 13 years old, you don't really work unless like in the old days. Like in the old days you had a job, but like legally, I think you got to be like 14 or 15 to have a job. So if you're 13 years old, okay, people shouldn't expect you to be wearing the latest Nike or the latest I don't know, Air Jordans or what have you. No, because you're only 13 years old. So nobody should laugh at you and say, oh, you don't have this, you don't have this, because you don't have a job because you're not old enough. So why should somebody who's 13 years old go out there trying to rob people to buy stuff? And the parents these days, they don't really give a damn. Back in the day, if you come home with something in my home and they didn't buy or my mother didn't buy it, you got to explain where you got it from, or you have to take it back. She'll make sure you take it back because it's not yours. You know, that's how we were brought up. So what other people have, it wasn't for us to go out there to take from others. So those little boys, 13 years old, 14 years old, robbing, and the worst thing too is carrying a knife. I never used to carry a knife. Carry a knife for what? What I know, what do I need a knife for? The only time I carried a knife, one of the jobs I had when I used to work in the seaport, and they gave me a knife because I had to cut things open. That's the only time I used to carry a knife. But that was with the government, you know. Because you needed a knife, you need to cut certain things like some of these boxes, you need to get in there. That's the only time I carried a knife. That's it. Other than that, carrying a knife, walking around with a knife was never my thing. You know, I could protect myself without a knife, but these little punks, 13 years old, 14 years old, walking around with a knife. They're sure not trying to protect themselves, but they're trying to hurt people. So that's what happened here in New York. kill somebody over their property. Yeah. So it seems like though we heading back to those days. Maybe if those days come back, Times Square will be empty around New Year's Eve. There may be so much crime, then people wouldn't go out, and then then it'd be easy to go to Times Square because people would be scared to go.
Let the bomb in it. Something gonna bump into it, and people won't go home after that. And New York City don't make money no more. No.
Look at that. You could have brought that bottle of wine down here to New York with you.
Yeah, drink it with you.
I can hear that parang music in the background there. The man next door is playing parang.
Oh, eat too much, not too much food, no good. I eat a lot of sweet tonight. I feel like a lot swimming. I got big packet from my work. It's if I don't work there, it costs me a lot of money, but I work there, I get % off. It costs me maybe $10. $10 for the whole bag.
You got your camera all over that apartment.
Huh?
I guess that's by the dining area, looking into your living room.
Yeah. I put the heat on. It's nice in here. See, this is actually one.
Cubby.
Yeah, actually. Nice.
Select red blend. You only drank a little. That bottle is nearly full.
Only drink 2 glasses. I don't feel like it. I don't want to get dry. So I feel like I tickly when
So I guess you probably be drunk tonight all by yourself if you keep drinking that wine.
I'm putting away now. It's good wine for sure.
Yeah, maybe you can save it and bring it down here.
Oh well, when I go down New York, I take some.
But that bottle has a cork. It's different from the others, Like the others has where you can screw on the top. When you have a cork, you might as well just keep drinking. It's because it's different.
Yep.
Yeah. The ones that the top where you can just screw the top on, that's much better. The ones with the cork, forget it. Once you pull that cork out, it's a lot of trouble trying to get that cork back in.
When I come to New York, I'll bring some wine for you. You make dinner.
Harang time makes me feel like I'm in Spain with all the Spanish music.
I gotta finish my dishes. So.
When I was in Barcelona, I met a girl by the name of Victoria. You know? But this was before the internet, a long time ago. I still got her picture. Let me see here. Victoria. This girl.
I can't believe 2020 already.
Can you see this girl?
Yeah.
That girl. That Spanish girl. Victoria. She gave me some numbers to get in touch with her. You know. But back in those days, it was different. You had to either like call long distance. Yeah. Now it's easy to keep in touch with people. You know. Now they got all kinds of means. They got all like messengers. They have Facebook. Yeah, we live in really an interesting time. You know, in the history of civilization. It's much easier now. You know, you could travel the world and meet people and you connect with them. But one of the reasons I never called her back is because I think she was going to something that sold. She told me at somebody's home, and then she didn't really know English. I had to use my Spanish to communicate with her. It was too much of an effort. So I said, what the hell, you know. But she told me, yeah, she gave me a phone number to call her in Spain. Now with an email, it'd be easy, just somebody an email. Yeah, this was like 1991, a long time ago. Yeah, 1991, when I met her.
It's a long day for me.
It's a good thing I studied Spanish in high school. I was able to communicate.
I had a great day. You had a great day, Wayne?
But you know what? Once you go to Asia, like countries like Thailand and so forth, you forget about all those other countries like like Spain and so forth, all those girls in Spain. You say, wow, you know, it's so different to go to Asia. Yeah. I wish when I was younger, like in my 20s, I had gone to Asia. Yeah, that would have been something. Instead, I was in Europe.
Can't go back now, Wayne. Look forward now. Can't go back. On.
Europe is a bit expensive too.
Yeah, can't go back like no more. So look forward to
But I
the
got
future.
lucky because when I went to the airport, I met a girl from France, who lived in Paris. So I was able to visit there, stay there, and like travel around, go to different places. And I didn't have to pay for a hotel. She let me stay in her place. So that was before the days of the internet, you know. Nowadays in internet lingo they call like couch surfing, they say. You know, if you meet somebody on the internet, you stay in their place, you visit, they call it like couch surfing. This girl from Thailand that I know, she told me she visited like France, I think Austria, different countries, couch surfing. Yeah, that's what she did. People she met from the internet. See, all that stuff I did before the internet was even, you know, even around. You know, so when I hear people talk about the things they do, yeah, you meet people when you stay. Yeah, I met people. I stayed in their place, but you know, but that was pre-internet. There was no like internet, you know, no messenger, no email, none of that stuff. But I did that. Yeah, I stayed in that place. And one time, I figured, oh, you know, I took her up to Amsterdam with me one weekend. Yeah, I figured, well, you know what? Since I'm staying in your place, well, I didn't say that to her, but I said to myself, since I'm staying in her place for free, and she's there in Paris working, and she didn't go any place. Let me take her out. And she had never been to Amsterdam. Amsterdam is only a few hours up north from Paris. She'd never even been there before. Imagine that. You know, because people who live, I guess, live in Paris